Some autistic people talk about memory like it's a landscape with sudden drop-offs. One moment, everything is clear and connected, and the next, the thread is gone without warning. ADHD folks often describe something similar, but with more motion, thoughts racing ahead faster than recall can keep up. It isn't forgetfulness in the casual sense. It's an entire rhythm of cognition that doesn't match the pace the world expects. That's where memory anchors come in. External tools, especially AI, can hold pieces of information long enough for the brain to circle back to them. Many neurodivergent people use AI the same way others use notebooks, except the AI can organize the chaos. Someone might dump a handful of disconnected thoughts into a chat, like half of a task, or the name of a person they're supposed to email, a sentence for a project, and a reminder to buy toothpaste. The AI can turn that into structure, categories, priorities, threads that won't vanish the second something else demands attention. Working memory gaps often show up in moments of transition. A person switches tasks, hears a notification, or gets interrupted in a conversation, and the original context dissolves. AI recall tools help rebuild that context without requiring the brain to generate it from scratch. Some people literally type, "Where was I?" and the system pulls up the last set of notes, the unfinished step, or the question they were trying to answer before the interruption hit. It turns re-entry into a smooth ramp instead of a cliff. Autistic adults in particular often talk about losing details during sensory overwhelm. When the environment is loud, bright, chaotic, or emotionally charged, the brain shifts from memory processing to survival mode. Information doesn't stick. Having an external anchor, a list, a log, even a summarized conversation, gives them something factual to return to once the sensory spike fades. It becomes a protective layer between overload and self-blame. There's also the emotional side. Some ND people experience recall gaps during conflict or stress, not because the moment isn't important, but because the body is reacting faster than the brain can store details. AI can help map those conversations afterward, pulling out the key points, reflecting the sequence, and grounding the experience in something concrete. That clarity can make difficult communication more accessible and less intimidating. Younger ADHD adults often rely on voice notes. They'll speak ideas out loud and let the AI transcribe, summarize, or tag them so the thought doesn't evaporate. Others use task resurfacers, gentle reminder systems that bring things back at the right time without urgency or alarms. The tone matters. A supportive reminder protects regulation. A harsh one breaks it. The real win is autonomy. Memory anchors don't pressure people to perform a certain way. They support the way their brain already works. They create continuity where the internal timeline might feel fragmented. They turn scattered thoughts into something someone can act on without burning through all their cognitive fuel. And for many neurodivergent people, that shift is life-changing. They stop judging themselves for memory inconsistencies and start building systems that respect their cognitive patterns. Recall stops being a guessing game. It becomes a shared task between the brain and the tools designed to support it. Because memory is not a test of character. It's a system of load, timing, and bandwidth. And the right supports let people show up with clarity instead of constantly trying to catch up.